people say buying land in Ekpe is like buying bush. It comes with no development.
Because Ekpe is not developed now, I think that's the reason why they are saying buy land Ekpe is buying bush. A few years ago, I believe Lekki Phase 1, like in the 90s, Lekki Phase 1 was just like this.
Yeah.
But right now it's fully developed. So buying Ekpe is for those that are patient. It's not for clients that want to do investment today and make ROI tomorrow. It's for the smart investors that are patient, because there are a lot of infrastructure development going on there. You have the international airport, the Dangote refinery, a whole lot of things are going on there.
So that means you believe that it's going to be like the new Lagos, the new
Definitely.
Lekki, because some people still have this like.
Because
But do you
in the
think it's like
90s, Lekki Phase 1 was
exaggeration?
like, no, it's not exaggerating at all. Lekki Phase 1 was once like this. People did not want to buy. But the smart ones are bought. They are enjoying that because right now it's goldmine. Do you know how much a plot costs in Lekki Phase 1 or even at Acha at this time? So if you are smart, like the smart ones, they will put in their money in Ekpe at the moment. 15 years from now, 10 years from now, you're going to...
It's more like just taking risks.
Yeah, it's risk, but it's something that I can advise clients to take.
Hello everyone, it feels so good to be back on your screen again. I welcome you to a new episode of Behind the Listing, your VIP pass to the world of real estate, brought to you by Realbert Hills International Limited, where we spill the tea, the hottest deals, and the story you will never find in a brochure. I remain your humble host, Amaka Amara, and today I have with me one of the most influential lady in Africa, Miss Jennifer of J Island. Hi, Miss Jennifer.
Hello, Amaka.
It feels so good to have you here.
Same here.
You look beautiful.
Thank you.
Okay, so please, can you introduce yourself? Just a brief introduction about yourself, your name and
Okay, my name is Jennifer Hijele, from J Island Properties. So I've actually been in this industry for 4 years now. That's like since 2021. So we're selling both luxury real estate and lands in Ekpe, Ibejuleki, like every part of Lagos.
That's nice. Thank you.
Welcome.
So this particular question I want to ask you now, I want you to just like spill it. Just give us the tea and all. So can you like just brief us about your journey in the real estate industry? How you made your first sale? Was it like smooth? Was it a roller coaster? Can you just like give us something around it?
Wow. My journey in the real estate industry has actually been both chaotic and successful one, I would say. Like it's been ups and downs. So I remember my first sales, how I made my first sale in the year 2021. I started my real estate journey like around May 2021. And I kept pushing. I posted for like more than 5 months before I made my first sale.
Wow.
Yeah, it was really tough, but I just knew I wasn't going to give up. I just knew I was going to sell real estate. I don't know how I was going to come, but I knew I was going to make sales. So it was actually like a family friend. So I've been posting, and she got interested in one land in Ekpe like that. And she booked an appointment for inspection. She inspected the property, and she said like she came back with like, it's fine, I don't want to buy.
Bye.
So I kept pushing and letting her know that developments are coming to Ekpe, blah blah blah. That you can actually put your money and your property will appreciate. And one day like that, I just woke up and she said, okay, well, let me make a deposit for the land, and she paid.
She paid like
So
that. Wow.
just like that. So
Wow.
that was
Should
it.
I say you're lucky? Because there are some people that will be like, it takes them like maybe if they join the industry and it takes them like 2 years before they even close their first sale. And all. So is it that you were just at home and sales started coming, or did you
No,
do something different?
I wasn't just at home. In that period of months, I joined groups. I joined some real estate group. I met some real estate agents who were already doing well. So I just go out with them, network with them, listen on how they close on deals, on how they solve problems. So I kept going out. I wasn't just at home. And that few months before I made one sale feel like years for me. It wasn't easy. It wasn't really easy.
I understand.
So
Wow. Okay. That so let's just say in conclusion, it was not really a roller coaster for you. It was easy, right?
You can say easy, but it was I can't say it was easy like that.
Okay.
No, it wasn't because it took a lot of convincing. Because when that lady went for that inspection, she just said because that place was not developed, she just
Yeah.
totally concluded like she wasn't going to buy it.
Mm.
It was as in, I had to do a lot of conviction. Then I had
Convincing.
my elder sister who was also doing real estate as
At
at
that
that time.
time.
I added her on the call. Then she
Mm.
spoke to her as well, and then
So is
after
it a
the while,
family thing?
yeah, that kind of thing. After a while, then
Okay.
she got convinced and said, "Okay, well, let me just do one." And she didn't regret it because
Hmm.
after she made payment for that
Yeah.
plot, there was an increase in price in the land, so she was happy.
Yeah.
And that right now her land is still appreciating. Something she
Hmm.
bought for 750,000 as at that 2021, but right now it's selling for about 6.5 million.
Wow.
So
Hmm.
she
That's
had
a
made a good
good
ROI,
appreciation.
yeah,
Yeah, that's a good
and that has made
appreciation.
her bought more
Hmm.
land. So is able to sell land in strategic location even when they are in the or they are in
Yeah.
Ipechileke.
Hmm.
So I think that was
Okay.
it.
Wow. Thank you for that. Okay, so in your opinion, what do you think separates successful agent from those who don't quit? In your own opinion.
In my opinion, I would say is consistency and determination. Like
Hmm.
because once you start business or
Yeah.
something, or it can be any business, it can be real estate, and you're not
Being
thinking of
consistent, yeah,
yeah,
with it.
and you're not even thinking that, oh, what if I don't sell, will I quit?
Mm,
Just already think that there are going to be ups and downs. So how are you
exactly.
going to maneuver it? How are you going to push even when there
Push.
are ups and downs?
No.
So what separates you from the quitters
From the
are
rest of the
consistency and determination. Like
determination.
consistency is showing up even when you don't have to, even when you don't even
Mm.
have leads, even when you don't even have clients that you're pursuing. You're
Yeah.
still saying staying consistent. You're training yourself on how to be professional in terms of meeting up with clients and other real
Real
estate
estate
agents, your
agents.
communication, and you're building your brand. And it's
Exactly.
not just about closing deals, it's building relationship with these
Relationship.
clients.
Hmm.
You get like making them like family. That's once if anybody wants to buy property, if it's not J Island or if it's not Amaka, they are not
They're not
buying.
buying
If they want to even ask
exactly.
questions or somebody is telling them about real estate,
They
they
say,
want to
wait, let
find
me
out
ask
from you.
Amaka. Oh, let me ask
Let me
Jennifer.
ask Jennifer to be sure I want to do this.
Yeah,
So
do
I would
this.
say is consistency and
Hmm.
determination. Because
Determination.
if you want to give up at any slightest challenge, it means you can't do it because there are a lot of challenges that you're still going to face
Peace,
at the
exactly.
at the long run.
The long
So
run.
it's just being consistent or through showing up every day, even when you don't
Hmm.
have to. So that makes you different from the ones that
Wow.
quit.
Okay. Thank you so much. So some people says buying land in Ekpe is like buying bush with like it comes with no development. So like what's your take on this? What do you have to say about this?
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't say because Ekpe is not developed now. I think that's the reason why they are saying Bailand Ekpe is buying bush. Few years ago, I believe Lekki Phase One, like in the 90s, Lekki
Mm.
Phase One was just like this. But right
Yeah.
now it's fully developed. So
Mm.
buying Ekpe is for those that are patient. It's not for clients that want to do investment today and make ROI tomorrow.
Today, tomorrow, yeah.
It's for the smart investors that are patient. Like you can actually give it 10 to 15 years for
Yes.
it
Mm.
if you can be patient enough to give it 10 to 15 years for it to develop. Why not? Why won't you buy
Mm.
it? Because there are a lot of infrastructure development going on there at the moment.
Yeah.
So we have the airport, the international
My
airport,
port.
the Dangote refinery. A whole lot of things are going
Mm.
on there at the moment.
So that means you
So
believe that it's going to be like the new Lagos, the new
definitely,
Lekki, because some people still
yes.
have this like,
Yes, because
but do you
in the
think it's like it's
90s,
an
Lekki Phase One was
exaggeration?
like no, it's not exaggerating at all. Because
Oh, okay.
Lekki, if you read past, if you go to go on research, you see that Lekki Phase One was once like this. People did not want to buy it. But the
Bye.
smart ones are bought. They are
Mm.
enjoying that because right now it's gold mine. Do you know how much a plot costs in Lekki Phase One or even at Aja at
That's
this time?
true.
So if you are smart, like the smart ones,
Yeah.
they will put in their money in Ekpe at the moment. 15 years from now, 10 years from now, you're going
So it's
to
more
reap.
like just taking risks
Yeah, it's risk, but it's something that I can advise clients to take
to
it.
take. Oh,
Yes,
wow. That's nice. So how do you handle rejection from clients? Or let's just start with, have you ever been in such situation?
definitely. For you to be a successful realtor, you must have been rejected like countless times.
So can
So,
you share a bit?
like rejection is something we don't really talk more. We don't talk more often in the real estate sector.
Yeah.
I believe it happens to nearly
But
every
why do
one
you
of
think
us.
we don't like discuss often about that? Why do you think people
Before,
don't like
before,
talking
because
about
people
that?
don't discuss about their weakness a lot. That
Okay.
is it. So, with how I handle rejection, it can be really painful. You get, it
Mm.
can be really.
Because I can imagine going out from your house for
Yeah.
inspection
Then you can
and
even go on that inspection for weeks, months, and at the end of the day, the client just tells you, "Oh, I'm no longer interested," or something came. Or any, they can just tell you anything and
anything.
just black out. You get. So how I handle rejection, I don't add emotions to it. I
Hmm.
just separate myself, saying like, I'm not the one that this client rejected. He probably
Yeah.
rejected the property, the situation, or the
Property.
timing. So
Wow.
sometimes I just find out to know more why he rejected, just to get answers to why he's not buying at that time, or
Alright.
why he rejected me, or why he rejected, like
The
he didn't want
property.
the property,
Yeah.
right?
Exactly.
So sometimes they answer why, sometimes they don't. So most times you can get like, oh, it's not the timing or the finance they want to
Hmm.
buy the property with, have they've used it to do something else, or anything. They can just give any excuse. So you don't have to lash out on those clients. Just, you
Yeah.
don't have to just tell them your frustration, like put your
Exactly.
frustration on them. If you send brokers to such clients before, keep sending them. If you are the type
Hmm.
that do educational
Content.
content,
Yeah.
keep sending
Online.
to them. Keep it,
Hmm.
because that client that's rejected you might refer.
Yeah.
I've had experience, like, you get.
Wow.
I had this client that's, Mr. Ezekiel even know about it, like 2 years ago. Took this client around Lagos, and at
Wow.
the end of the day, he didn't even
Hmm.
get
Didn't get
back
back
to
to
us.
you.
I tried to
Wow.
ask questions, he didn't even answer. So one day he has referred like two clients for me, and they bought.
Wow.
So if I had blocked him
Yeah.
or just removed him from my
Exactly.
contact, I won't get that
Hmm.
that deal. So I just feel you should handle rejection professionally, because
Professionally.
that inspection you went for, that deal you went for, is part of learning. You've added it to your
Yeah.
learning banks. So
Yeah.
just move on from it and focus on other deals.
Hmm. Okay, that's nice. So how do you personally keep learning and staying ahead in the business? How do you do that?
Yeah. Okay. So mostly is by listening to podcasts like this,
Hmm.
because whenever you hear smart filters, other realtors talk, you're going to get one or
Okay.
two things from it.
Okay.
Then I also go for seminars, right?
Hmm.
Then I also read. Then
Okay.
others is also I have mentors in the industry, like people that know
Okay.
better than you.
People you
You
look
ask
up
them, yeah, you
to,
ask them
exactly.
questions, you see how they handle their own stuff. Then other realtors as well, just
Hmm.
go out with them, go to their offices, see how they do their own.
But do you think having a mentor is a bad idea? Because people have
Mm-mm.
this ideology that having a mentor, sometimes they don't want you to do better than them.
I don't think so, because the one I have, they are always clapping for me anytime I win. So I
Hmm.
feel it's a good idea to
So
have
let's say
mentor,
probably you
someone
meet
that
the
you have
good
the same,
ones.
yeah, someone that have the same ideas with you. You get, someone that you have the same vision. We not the,
Yeah.
you can't, I don't know, not the jealous one that they
Jealous
want,
one,
they don't
yeah.
want you
They
to
don't
be
want you
better than
to be
them.
better
So
than
having
them.
mentors,
Mm.
that's, it's actually something that, one of the things that have helped me in my real estate career. Just trying to ask questions, or whenever I'm facing challenges, I just ask this person, okay,
Reach
this is what I'm
out,
going through.
yeah.
This is what can you
Mm.
do? And that has actually helped. It has actually helped. And you
Mm.
see how they do their own stuff. You just try to
Yeah.
learn from
Learn
them.
from them.
So I would recommend having a mentor.
Okay, that's
Mm.
nice. So have you ever been in a situation, have you gone like 6 months, a year without closing a deal? Have that ever happened to you?
No, I can't
Really?
relate.
So
No.
it's more like a back-to-back thing for
It's not
you.
really a back to back, right? But I've not gone months. I've gone like a month without closing deal. You
Deals,
get,
okay.
I know how it feels. You can't, it can be really challenging, especially when you have to pay salaries, pay bills that
Yeah.
comes with your company and all that, and not making money at that time.
Money.
It can be a bit challenging, but I just,
Frustrating,
yeah, it
yeah.
can be frustrating, but you're already there. You're growing a company. You get,
Yeah.
just keep creating your contents, building your brands, and
And
just going
definitely
out. You
to
get, it
come. The day
definitely
is
will
going
come.
to
So
come.
I haven't gone months without selling, but I can still encourage people going months without selling to just keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
Mm.
Okay, so if someone has limited fund and they walk up to you and I say, "Hi, Jennifer, I want to invest." Where do you think is the best place for them to invest?
In
Where would you
Lagos
recommend?
or anywhere in
Anywhere,
Nigeria,
anywhere.
I will
If they have
always,
limited funds.
I will always, because if you have like 10 million you want to invest, you can
Yeah.
still invest it in lands, like affordable lands, in where check for good, that has good titles and all.
Okay.
So
But
you
I
can
feel
buy.
people are running away from Ekpe lately. Why do you think it's like that?
Yeah, I noticed it. Maybe
Yeah.
because of the government's list of estates circulating, that
Hmm.
some of them don't have estate layouts or
Yeah.
stuff like that, or no proper documentation. Like some of the land doesn't have C of O, and all that.
Mm.
But a lot other clients are still buying it.
Okay,
So
but you've
I
sold in Epe like over the years. You've
yes, I
sold in
have. I
Epe.
have seen it.
So during this process, do you have like any issues related with the old estate that were listed out, the layout issue, the saga, or did you have any?
Yeah, like one of the estates we sold had was listed on that.
So how,
And
how have you been able to handle that?
yeah, because the estate actually has a C of O, and they are working on the layouts at the
Hmm.
moment. So it's still under it's not like the company has abandoned the estate. It's still under, they have all the documentation to prove that it's still under
Hmm.
processing. Like all the
Process.
documents are still under processing. So it's good.
Processing. Oh, okay. So there's this saying that location is the only thing that matters in housing. Do you think that's true?
No, it's not only location. Location is not the only thing that matters, because you can have a house that is not well built in Ikoyi
Okay.
or that has documentation problem. It's still going to be there stagnant. So it's not
Stagnant.
just
People
that
won't
location
buy.
is key, but it's not the only thing that matters in real
Hmm.
estate. Documentation matters, proper documentation matters. The the let's see, if it's a building now,
Yeah.
how built is, like if it's well built, if it doesn't
Yeah.
have that there's some buildings that can collapse in 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
You get, so
Exactly.
I don't think is location is the only thing that matters. It's about the documentation, the building, the property, the
Mm.
estates, everything.
So do you feel like those property in Ikoyi that is worth over like billions, let's say 1.2 billion, do you think is worth it? Some houses in Ikoyi, do you think is
Yes,
worth it?
because land in Ikoyi are not cheap.
Okay.
Lands in Ikoyi are worth billions of naira.
Because sometimes you just see one house in Ikoyi, it's not even that fine.
Mm.
And they'll just put it out for 1 billion or even sell in dollars. Do you understand?
They will call
And
it,
you still see some people that will still go and buy.
yeah,
So is
because
it because of the location?
they are yes, okay, those people are actually buying that location, because or they are buying neighborhood as well. You get, just because of the
Hmm.
people they want to connect with.
Connect with.
So that's another reason why a
Okay.
lot of people buy prime locations
Hmm.
like Ikoyi, because it's definitely going to keep appreciating. It's not going down.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so is it true that rent money is wasted money?
Oh, like I don't like, is it when you're renting the properties, are you wasting the money, or
Yes, exactly.
no, it's not
In
wasted.
housing,
No, no,
like,
no. I
okay, it's
don't
not
think
wasted
it's wasted money,
money.
because
Okay.
you need to rent at some point as in you need to rent a property you can't just maybe come into Lagos and the first thing you do is buy a property if you don't have the money to buy. You have to
That's
first of
true.
all rent, then start somewhere, then at along the line you also start saving,
Yeah.
then to get your own property. So I don't see it as wasted money at all.
Okay. So there's this ideology that the average Nigerians can't afford housing. Do you think that's true? Because they feel like housing in Lagos is like for the wealthy and middle class, maybe because of the amount they
Yeah.
put out for that. Do you think it's true? And do you think
No.
why?
No, no, it's
Why?
not true. The reason why people see it like that, because luxury listings dominate the market. Because when you
Hmm.
go on social media or anywhere,
Yeah.
what you're going to see are these luxury listings like Ikoyi, Banana Island, Ikate.
Ikate,
So you
Lekki,
think that's the
VI.
amount all the houses in Lagos are selling for. It's not true. They're actually affordable properties that everybody can buy. The rich, the middle class, the average.
Average,
Like there are
yeah.
properties everyone can buy, because there are some lands, there are lands in Ekpe that you can do 500, as low as 500,000 initial deposit and spread your
Yeah.
balance up to 12 months. So the average can start from there. It depends on where you are looking to buy.
Looking to
So
buy.
if you are wealthy, you can look at Ikoyi to buy. Like if you are as in extremely rich, you can look at Ikoyi. But if you're like the middle class, like the salary earners,
Yeah.
so there's something you can also buy. Save up to make an initial deposit of 200,000 on a plot of land. You
Okay.
start saving small, small. There are some even company that does as long as 18 months
It's
payment plan.
okay.
You
Spread
can
your
buy like
payment
that, spread
plan.
your payment plan. Then
Mm.
if you buy your land, you want to build, you do something. So it's not only for the rich, it's for
It's
everybody.
for
It's just that
everybody.
that luxury listing has dominated the market. So
Hmm.
that's why people think it's just for only the rich or the
The okay,
wealthy.
the other people.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you are opportune to be like in a higher position in the real estate sector, what's that one thing you feel like you're going to change in the real estate sector? Is there anything you feel like you're going to change? Something you feel like is not right?
Mm,
Is there anything you feel you change?
okay. Something.
Because currently online now, some people talk about agent fee high, being high, and something in that agency. I don't know that saga online that is going on. Do
Oh,
you think there's
I'm
anything?
not going to change agency fee because
Okay.
we spend a lot. We spend a lot of money, like building brand, like to spend a lot of money in our real estate business to start negotiating agency fee. I'm not going
Mm,
to change. I'm not going to change that. So what I would have changed is
okay.
how government can make it easy for real estate developers to register these properties. You
Oh,
get, so
okay.
they can have proper documentation, or how they can
Meditation.
just have a website where when you want to do your property search, you log in
Yeah.
your the property, they give you the code, you log it in on your own,
Yeah.
see all the details about
About the
that property. You
property.
get it. As in,
Mm,
so I just feel that's one thing I would have really changed in the real estate. It would make it easier. Just log into your system, see everything that you need to see about that property. Then you advise your client whether to buy it or not.
mm. At least it
So
will reduce the risk of
yeah, or
failed
buying and
documentation.
finding out
Yeah.
that this property doesn't have a governor's consent, or it doesn't have
Then
this, or it doesn't have that. So everything about that property will be online. They have a website. Once you're building, you put every details of your property online where you can
online
easily check and all
check.
that.
Mm,
So and another thing is I would like as in like I would like them to like build quality property. Like
okay.
the if I can change it, if your property is not up to standard, they'll just
Standard,
map it
yeah.
out of the
Because there are some
market.
people that they will just build for building sake, probably because
Yeah.
they're not living there. And when somebody move
Once
in,
it's
they'll be
not
complete.
standard, they just as a market bad, nobody will sell it, nobody's
Hmm.
buying it. So I believe that would ginger those developers to build something good and put it in the market.
And do you think these developers are doing this thing intentionally? Because there's this thing online now with everybody complaining about their POP falling and all. Do you think you even change like something around that too?
That's if that's not building quality.
Okay, okay, yeah,
Mm,
that's true. You said
that
something.
yes. So
Okay.
because if you don't build well and someone buys the property from you 2 or 3 days, the POP is falling off. It's not a good thing. But if they've just checked, if they've inspected that property properly and just map it out of the market, nobody will buy it.
Nobody
And
will
if you
buy,
have
yeah.
millions of naira to invest in a property, you make sure you do it appropriately. You not
Mm.
just give it to contractors. You abandon it there. You're not even going to check. You're not even going to see what they are doing.
Hmm.
So that I would
Okay.
have changed it.
Okay. So with your experience, do you think building a property is better than buying a property? A like housing, not landed property,
Okay,
building.
okay, like you buy a land and build yourself,
Yes, and
or
build
you
yourself, yeah,
buy
or you just
or you
buy.
buy a
Which one do you
property.
think is better? Which one, if you're in
Me,
that position, which one will you go for?
I will always go for buying a already built
Why do you
property
say so?
because it saves you a whole lot of stress, a
Hmm.
whole lot of all these developers too. They go through a whole lot by building that property. Do you know how
Hmm.
many times they're going to seal that site? On money level come and do their own things there. So
Hmm.
I just feel when you buy, you're going to like cut off all those stress because aside from there are bad developers who build rubbish, there are so
Exactly,
good.
because there are
There are
sometimes that
also
you see
good
the parlor
ones.
will be very small, the
Yeah,
rooms will be very
there are
small.
also good ones that
Hmm.
I do luxury listings a lot. So there are some properties I listed. I'm like, God, if I have money, as in I'm going to buy
Yeah,
this
buy
particular thing. So
this.
there are also very good ones in the market where there are also very bad ones in the market. So if I want to buy, if I am in that situation, I'll still consider buying
Buying
than building
and
because it
building.
saves me a lot of stress and time.
Stress and
You
time.
just can't have your money. You see something that you like, pay and packing.
Hmm.
So I would recommend buying already
Buying
built property. Take your time, find a good one. A lot of my clients have bought properties from me, and since for a while, for years, they've not had any issues with it.
issue with
So there are
it.
still property that you buy and not have any issue with
An
it.
issue with it. Hmm. Okay. So is there someone you look up to in the industry that you admire a lot and why?
Uh, in the industry,
Yeah.
but I don't need to mention names, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
It's fine.
no,
It's
no, yeah,
fine.
yeah, there are a lot of realtors, developers. There are a lot of them I look up because I just see them that they are smart, they are go getters, they they have big dreams. Like
Yeah.
I just look up to them because of how they do their own
Hmm.
business
Okay.
and how they run their
Their
company.
thing.
So that is it.
Okay. So if you were not doing real estate now, what's that one thing you're going to be doing?
Before I started doing real estate, I was also in the fashion industry.
So why did you stop? Why didn't you? You don't want to
It
be
was a
Vicky
nice, yeah,
James?
no, no, it was, no, no, not like that, not like that faction. Like it
Yeah.
was, what was it called, an exhibition industry, but and they
Oh,
organized a
okay.
fashion show, like a
Hmm.
runway,
Oh, a
all this.
runway. Oh,
Yeah, but it
okay.
was a salary thing. That's why I did. So probably I would have
Hmm.
still been doing that or selling clothes. I like
Selling
fashions.
clothes. Oh, I see. That's nice. Okay, so for our listeners out there, what advice are you going to give to them? Like, let's say upcoming realtors, what advice do you think you can give to them?
I would just advise them to keep pushing, like never give up, because you're going to get a lot of no. Just know that a no you get is
Yeah.
get as in is a, as in making you closer to
Yeah,
a
a step
yes.
closer to a
Yeah,
yes.
so it's just like a step closer to a yes. So just keep pushing. Just no keep create as in keep building your brand, keep
Yeah.
creating those contents that you're creating, like
Yeah.
just keep pushing, just
Keep
keep showing
pushing,
out. You can just
persistent
show out
about
even
it.
when you don't have reasons to
To
show
show
up.
out.
Yeah,
To
that
show
is
up.
it.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, so is there any client that you always feel like, okay, this person is God sent? Do you understand? You know, there are some situations that you close a deal and you just be like, this person is God sent. Have you ever been in that situation
Yeah,
before?
so many
Can
times.
you like share a
Yeah,
story of that?
I have this client that I got to know 2023, and I
Hmm.
just feel like this client is a blessing to my brand. Like
Wow.
I just said, God, you know when you say God brought this person by
Person,
himself and said, Jennifer,
yeah.
take. That is it.
This
That is
person
it.
is for you.
Like that is it. That is it
Hmm.
for me. This person, we've been through a whole lot together, even in the real
Hmm.
estate industry. Like like that kind of, maybe they bought the property from you. It didn't even go well. Like they
Yeah.
had some challenges. Even with the challenge, they still want to buy. They will still refer J Island properties. They will still buy
Hmm.
from J Island properties or even refer J Island properties. So there are
Properties.
clients. There's just some clients that are God sent. I'll say okay.
Hmm.
So that, yes, definitely I have clients that I just feel that they are God sent.
Percent.
Mm.
Okay. So I'd like to ask you this. Have you ever gotten advance from a male client? Because as a female in the real estate industry, it's not easy. I know.
Mm.
So have you ever gotten like advance from, and how were you able to handle it?
Funny enough, I always say no, and people think I am lying. Maybe because before I joined real estate industry, before I started real estate, I remember the night I was sleeping and like, because I know I'm a fine girl, definitely I
Yeah,
know. So even when I go out, people ask me out or tell me, okay, oh, can I sleep with you before I help you to do
to
this?
do
So I really
things.
thought
Yeah.
about it that, okay, what if I get a client and said, okay, well, I need to go to bed with you before buying a property? The first thing that
Yeah.
came to my mind that you're buying a property for yourself, not
Mm-hmm.
for Jennifer.
No, for
Your name
exactly,
is going to be on that document,
because now it's like
not
they feel like
me.
you're doing them a
So
favor.
I'm actually the one doing you a favor. So that was the
Yeah.
mindset I brought into the industry, that any client, any advance I get like that, I already know what I'm going to tell, because actually I'm the one doing you a favor. I'm the one
Mm.
helping you to create generational wealth. So
Yeah.
not the other way around. So I wouldn't have even agreed to it for us, like you get, because one thing I know, any client even asking you to sleep with them before they buy property, they are not serious.
Hmm.
They might not even buy. Those that want to buy are very conscious of who they are buying with,
Buying
because
weight.
they want to know
Exactly.
where they are putting their money. They can't
Hmm.
they can't be you can't be trying to like seduce them, and they
Then
already think that probably this person doesn't even know what he's doing. Is this only thing she has to offer to be able to sell this property, and
yeah,
they might just go out there to buy with other agents.
another
So I won't
agent.
advise you to do that at all. I've not gotten that advance. Like
Advance.
no one
Oh,
has
yeah.
asked me, but if anything comes, and I'm never going to agree to it, because why would I
Hmm.
do that?
Okay. Okay. That's fine. So, what's your take about Ikorodu? So some people have this ideology about Ikorodu being for like low income earners, and Ibejuleki is more better than Ikorodu. So what's your take on that?
Maybe because Ikorodu, we've been hearing Ikorodu
Do you think
for the
Ikorodu is
longest.
bush?
I've not actually been to Ikorodu. I
Okay.
can't really say. So I just feel because we've been hearing Ikorodu for the longest time, and it's still not developed as it
Develop.
should.
Hmm.
So I don't know if that's the reason, but I still don't think so. Think as
Mm.
it's for low earners,
And
because every
okay.
part of this Lagos are locations that are actually shaka. It might not be developed today, but just give it another 5 years.
Hmm.
it might still be that Ibejuleki, or
Mm,
any construction or anything. Any government can just set up anything there now that you might not even know, and before you know, that place is
mm.
developed. So I really don't know if it's for the I can't really tell you if it's for the average, because I don't know so much about Ikorodu.
Ikorodu,
I don't know if it's for I can't say for the average or the elite,
yeah,
or
the
okay.
low
So I
income.
just feel you should buy where your budget can. Yeah,
Hmm.
if your budget can afford fees, one you buy. If your budget
Buy,
can afford Ikorodu, you
you
start
buy.
somewhere, you buy.
Hmm. Okay. So, do you think there is a truth that investors need to know about investing in Lagos? Is there any truth
Mm,
or lies being told too that they need to know? Do you feel?
twice. Truth, investment is noble.
Yeah,
Lagos.
Lagos investment.
That maybe okay, maybe when people just hype properties and say the property is going to appreciate in 1 week or two
Mm.
weeks. Those are just the things I say, okay, because
Okay.
it might be lie you get just because they
Yeah,
want to
just for
sell.
them to buy.
So
Hmm.
truths about I can't really say
Hmm.
truth people really
Okay,
need
so
to know.
do you feel like tribalism too affect buying property in Lagos? Because there are some people that will be like, maybe when you meet someone and probably because they are Igbos, they'll be like, no, I don't want to buy in Lagos. Have you ever been in such situation? Okay.
I've seen a lot of people. I've market property for a lot of clients that said, "Oh, I'm not buying Lagos because the government is going to drive the Igbos out of
Out
Lagos
of
one
Lagos
day and send them back to their place. I would rather buy in the east
in the east.
than buy in Lagos."
Hmm.
But I don't think it's true. I don't know. I don't see how, because we are all one Nigeria. You get,
Hmm.
if people can
Yeah.
buy property abroad, like Nigerians can buy property
Buy
abroad. So
abroad. Why they can
why can't you
sometimes
buy in?
they feel like there's always this ideology too that Lagos, like Lagos, they're land grabbers. They grab land. So I don't think maybe it's part of their fears too. I don't know.
Because there are land grabbers everywhere now, even in the east that
But
you're going
I feel
to.
the one in Lagos is much.
Because they hear more of it in Lagos. They're actually land grabbers. If you do your diligence, you're not going to get into any of the situation. So
Hmm.
that's why the first thing you do when buying a property in Lagos, just do your due diligence,
Due
check for proper
diligence.
documentation, and it will save you from all those stress. Because
Hmm.
they're actually land grabbers in every part of
Every
Nigeria.
part of Nigeria.
Mm.
Hmm. Okay.
So that is it.
Hmm. Wow. Wow, thank you so much, Miss Jennifer. So before we wrap up, I would like to like throw a few light questions just to know you beyond real estate too. So in 3 words, can you describe what your friends used to describe you in just 3 words?
Mm.
How your
I
friends
can
describe you in
say,
just 3 words?
mm, I can say I'm confident,
Hmm.
reliable,
Reliable. Okay.
and smart.
Okay, that's fine. So if you could swap life with someone for just 1 week, who would that be?
Anybody.
Anybody, really?
Like, so I'm just like
Okay, yeah,
anybody
yeah. Like if you could swap life like with someone
in the
for
real
just
estate
1 week. No,
industry.
aside the real estate industry, your personal. It's not even about the real estate industry now. If you could swap life with anybody, like you want to be this person for 1 week, who are you going to? Who would it be?
Who will I want to be for 1 week? Because I just feel this life. All of us have our own challenges. I don't
Mm.
even know if yours is what might be worse than
So
mine.
you just want to stick to your
So like,
own.
let me just stick to my own life. I beg, I beg.
So what's one app that you can't go a day without opening?
Instagram.
Why?
Because that's where I do my business.
Hmm.
I get requests on Instagram. I post more on Instagram. So I am
Instagram.
more on Instagram in my business than any other app.
Mm.
So like I can't go a minute without opening Instagram. Instagram
Hmm.
and WhatsApp anyway.
Okay, okay, that's fine. How
Hmm.
about Facebook?
Mm,
Because some people
can't
always
really.
have this they always say Facebook generates.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't I can go like a month without opening my Facebook.
So it's more like doing what works for you,
Yeah,
right?
that is it.
Okay, that's it. Oh, okay, that's fine. So if you have to like eat one meal for like 1 month, what would that meal be?
Pasta.
Pasta. What type of pasta? Because
Anyone.
anyone.
It can be creamy pasta, it can be tomato pasta, it can be anyone. So far it's pasta.
Mm,
I can do pasta all week so much.
okay. So what's the best gift you've ever received?
Hmm. I received a lot of gifts. So what's the best? I can't really say.
I don't know. Okay, so
I,
you feel like you don't have like one particular best gift you've received.
no, not maybe not yet.
How
No.
about giving? The best gift you've ever given to someone?
Mm, ex-
Possible.
money,
Money. Oh, okay.
gifts. No, I don't know.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Also, okay, I'm coming. So if someone have 10 million and the person wants to invest today, um what do you think? Like, where's the location you feel like, okay, this person can actually invest this money in? Which location do you think is suitable for that person with 10 million naira? Do you think there's a location that someone can invest with 10 million naira today?
Yes.
Okay.
Right now, all lands in this as is like maybe Shangotedo,
Okay.
Awoya, all those areas
Mm.
are already more than 10 million. So the location I can suggest is Ebe or Ibejuleke.
Okay, Ekpe Ibejuleke.
Yes.
Okay,
So
so there's this trend that is also happening online that people are like it's only the average people lives in Shongo Tedo, Abijo, all these Adesonya. That is just the what do you think about that? That why the let's
the
say
wealthy one
yes they
lives
stay
in
in First Stack,
Ikate and
Ikeja, something like
Ikoroyi.
that. So what's your is that true?
You buy where you can afford. That is the thing. So,
Mm,
but there are still extremely wealthy people that live around Abja and Shogotedo. People
right?
buy their choices. As it is,
Mm,
you can still be rich and you feel like this is where I want to
want to
live, and you
leave.
buy your property and live there. So it's not entirely true.
It's not
Do you
entirely
get?
true.
So I
Mm.
can't just say it's true.
Wow. Okay. Thank you so much, Miss Jennifer, for your time.
Thank
Thank you. We appreciate.
thank
So,
you.
we've come to a close of our second episode of Behind the Listing with Miss Jennifer. So, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and stay tuned for more episodes because you don't want to miss out on this. But before we go, we have something special for our lovely guest. Uh, so, Miss Jennifer, please just manage this little
Mm.
gift from us to you, from Robot News to you.
Thank you, Wilbur
And
Keys. Thank
yeah,
you very much.
we
Thank you,
love
Miss
you.
Amaka.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much.
We love you and
Yeah.
thank you for joining.
Thank you
So,
so much.
see you guys in our next episode. Bye for now.
Bye.